What's going on, everyone? It's Dungeon here, coming back with another Elden Ring Beast Mode walkthrough video. And in this one, we're going to be tackling the Coastal Cave. So, first thing I gotta say is where we are, currently at the Church of Ella. We're going to make our way down to the Coastal Cave. And if you already know how to get there, you can go ahead and press the chapters at the bottom and go skip straight away to the cave itself. For those of you who haven't gone here before, we're going to go ahead and take a little ride. Now, typically this is something that I kind of do early because there's a nomadic merchant near the cave that has a broadsword and a short bow. So those things are actually very helpful early on. Broadsword is a very good straight sword, very good for infusing. And the short bow, very low stat requirements, and is a bow, so you've got a little bit of a ranged option. If you're looking at sweeping everything, in one of my first episodes, I actually did go through this area. So there is there's an item down there that you can actually grab, and I'll put the episode number, or maybe even link the episode in the description down below. So, the cave entrance is right around the corner. The nomadic merchant is straight up ahead. You can see his bonfire. So, here we go. Upon entering the cave, my suggestion to you guys is hit the lantern. Or if you have a torch, if you don't have a lantern, then you'll probably want to use a torch. Just keep in mind that the torch will actually use up your offhand slot or regular hand slot if you put it in your right hand. For those who don't know where the lantern is, you can get one early game at the isolated merchant shack, Weeping Peninsula, or north of the Stormveil Castle, okay? Or Stormveil Castle, sorry. Alright, here is an NPC. He actually says, I've already talked to him in one of my earlier episodes, which I'll probably link in the description. He basically says he got beat up, basically, from the from the bosses here, which are going to be the Demi-Human chiefs. All right. Most of the enemies in here are Demi-Humans, so like goblin creatures or whatever. And the ones that actually have the spiked club might be something that you want to actually farm, because I think they're one of the only enemies that actually, like this one right here, the only enemies that you can actually get a spiked club from. So you could find them in other areas, but yeah, and I don't think it's that one actually. I think they're a little bit bigger than that though. For those who are wondering, I am wielding the Serpent God Sword. I did get it from an area kind of later game. So if you are looking for that, there it is. There's a spike club. So if you want it, you can farm this guy to get it early game. I wouldn't necessarily say it's an awesome weapon or anything like that. Alright, so very short area to go through in order to get to the boss. The boss is right behind here. There is, for some reason, a summon, so you can summon this NPC cooperator. So I'll go ahead and do that. And you could also summon a summon. So, and I have skeletal militias that I did get from the Summon Water Village, and I did that. I think it was episode 7. So let's go ahead and summon our militia. Cool thing about the skeletal militia, when they die, they have to be killed while they're like resurrecting in order for them to be totally killed. Otherwise, they're only partially killed, which is super cool. Alright. Let's see, what am I going to use? I'll just use my regular attacks for this one. Get that bleed action going. And there's a second one, so be careful. There should be another one coming up. There he is. Use my Scarlet Rot. And that's that. Alright, and as a gift, as a reward, we get the tailoring tools and the sewing needle. So we'll give those to Boc at the cave entrance. Something else that you should probably keep in mind is that there are some silver fireflies. You could use those to craft what are they called? The silver pickled fowl feet. Alright, those will actually increase the amount of item discovery that you have. Alright, this one is not over because there's actually a pretty decent reward that you get for those who are trying to use dragon spells. Do keep in mind there are some enemies right up ahead here. There's another one around here somewhere. Oh, there they are. The enemies, they like scream so much. Like you can kill them before they even do anything. So for those of you who are lower level than I am, I mean I'm actually rocking a plus 14 and a plus 5 weapon. So yeah, pretty good weapons. For those who are low level, don't be afraid of those minor Demi-Humans. They look like goblins or something like that. Alright, so this is very important. My first time I actually went through this area, I was having problems with the Dragon Communion Altar. So if you're having any problems with the Dragon Communion Altar, let me go ahead and show you how to do this. What you have to do is hit the site of grace, and then you actually have to rest. If you don't rest here, then it might actually cause an issue with using the communion altar. Alright, so once you get the altar, then now you can actually buy things from the Dragon Communion. Alright, so if you want any of those spells, this is the first altar that you get access to, and you can come here to get that. Alright, I want to say there is a scarab somewhere around here. I hear it. Is it up top? I can't remember. There's a scarab nearby, I know that much. Yeah, it's down below. I could hear it. Alright. I don't think that there's really anything of importance in this area. I could be mistaken. Let's see. Alright. A couple birds you can farm for the fowl feet. And I don't mean foul as in they smell, but I mean foul as in it's a bird. Alright, there we go. Somber Smithing Stone 1, and there's actually another item that you can get. I'm gonna kill these guys. Let's see if I get any foul feet. Man, all of them. Oh, yeah, here you go. Hey. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, I can craft some items with that. I'll show you guys how to do that real quick, too. And here's the Smithing Stone 2, which I think I actually need to upgrade something. I could be mistaken. Alright, and that is, I believe that's that. So, show you how to craft those. If you have if you have talked to Patches, then you should be able to. That you get that from the Murkwater Cave, and then you can just craft any of these items. And this will help you gain more runes for, I think, a 5-minute duration. So that's everything I got for this episode, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and as always, bye everyone. I've got some bonus content for those of you who stayed to the end. Here I've got Boc. I didn't actually give him the items here, so I'm going to go ahead and give him the sewing needle. There we go. And now he can actually start to help tailor some of our gear. And I might even have some extra stuff. I think I have the golden one that I got from a previous episode. Let's see if I can give it to him. Alright, let me go ahead and rest. And, alright, looks like he's going to move on to the next location. There are a handful of locations. I'll go ahead and put some of them in the description so you guys can see where you can go to, or we'll go to them actually. Alright, so there are a few locations that you can find Boc, and this is one of them. This is at the lake-facing cliffs just north of Stormveil Castle. So, once you have come to this location, make sure you rest at the site of grace. If you don't rest, then you won't see him. So if you rest at this site of grace, you could talk to him. And now he's going to be the Seamster. Let him alter some stuff. And basically what you could do, he can change what some of the robes look like. So I've got the astrologer robes. I can change it to make them look a little bit different. Some of them will completely change kind of like the way they look, and some of them will just remove like a cloak or a cape. So keep that in mind. Something's kind of cool. Some of them look really cool. It'll add sometimes a cape to it. So definitely want to check that out if you're looking for some style, some they call it Souls fashion. Then you want to go check him out. Alright, and that's pretty much everything. There's a few other places you can find him. If you are looking for that, I'll go ahead and put some information in the description. Alright guys, bye everyone, for real.